friends. Welcome to Air Inna's Treehouse Family, the podcast where faith and psychology meet in the parenting trenches. I'm Kelly Whittaker, mum, Christian mental health clinician, and someone who knows what it feels like to juggle big emotions, tiny humans, and yesterday's laundry all before breakfast. Today we're talking about a topic that's close to the heart of every parent I know. How to talk to our kids about their big feelings without minimizing them. Let's be real. Kids come with a lot of emotion. Some days it feels like we're just refereeing one big feelings fest, and when you're exhausted, it can be tempting to brush it off with, "You're fine," or "There's nothing to cry about." I've been there. But today, I want to share why that approach often misses the mark, and what we can do instead to help our kids feel seen, safe, and supported. We usually mean well when we say things like, "It's not that bad," "You're okay," and "You don't need to cry about that." We think we're offering perspective. We think we're helping them move on. But to a child, what they hear is, "My feelings are wrong," or even worse, "I shouldn't feel this way." That disconnection can slowly chip away at their emotional confidence. Now, I want to take you back to when I was a little girl. I had this thing about my hair. It had to be perfect. The highest of the high ponytails, no bumps, all slicked down with gel. A little control freak in the making, I know. On the mornings it was Dad's turn to do my hair. Well, let's just say he wasn't exactly trained in the high art of hairstyling. But here's what I remember. He kept trying, over and over again. Even if it took 4 or 5 goes, he'd adjust it to get it high enough until I felt right. I honestly don't remember if he ever got frustrated. Maybe he did, but what stuck with me all these years later isn't his tone or his technique. What I remember is feeling understood. That mattered more than perfect hair. And that's the point, isn't it? It's not about fixing feelings. It's about meeting them. Children's brains are still wiring up the tools they need for emotional regulation. Their prefrontal cortex, that rational thinking part, is a work in progress. So when they get upset, they're often overwhelmed by a flood of emotion that they don't yet know how to name or manage. What might look like a minor inconvenience to us can feel like a full-on crisis to them. They need us to help them hold that emotion until their brain is calm enough to catch up. This is called co-regulation. And it's powerful. Let me share some easy alternatives that acknowledge feelings without making the problem bigger. Wow, that was really disappointing, huh? You were really hoping that would turn out differently. I can see you're really upset right now. I'm here. These kinds of responses create space for a child to feel safe in their emotion, and safety is the starting point for all regulation. Just the other week, my daughter had a full meltdown over, wait for it, a lumpy sock. Mums, you know the kind. I had a moment where I almost said, "Just put the shoe on, it doesn't matter." But I paused, took a breath, and knelt down to her level. Lumpy socks are the worst, hey? You want it to feel just right. That was all it took. She sighed, leaned into me, and let me help fix it. The moment passed without a power struggle. Sometimes it's less about solving and more about showing up. The Bible gives us a beautiful model for empathy. Romans 12:15 says, "Rejoice with those who rejoice, weep with those who weep." God doesn't rush us past our pain. He joins us in it. He collects our tears. Psalm 56:8. He draws near to the brokenhearted. Psalm 34:18. When we reflect that same kind of nearness with our children, we reflect the heart of God. We show them, "You are not alone in this." So next time your child is melting down over broken crayons, spilt cereal, or the wrong colored cup, take a breath. Instead of trying to make the feeling go away, try naming it. Let them know this moment matters. Your emotions are safe with me. You don't have to be perfect at this. I'm certainly not. But with each connected response, we build trust. We lay a foundation of emotional resilience our kids can carry into adolescence and beyond. Thanks for being here with me. You're doing holy work, parents. If this episode encouraged you, would you take a second to follow the show and share it with a friend who might need it too? Talk soon.